أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum brothers. Welcome to today's lesson inshallah, and we thank Allah for making it possible for us to attend this lesson after Salatul Maghrib. We thank Allah for all the blessings that He has blessed us with, and we thank Allah that He's made it possible for us to understand the beautiful language Arabic. And today inshallah we are going to move into chapter number 4. Okay, and you can call this, we are now taking a U-turn. Alright, as you can inshallah see in the board. So from today, all this time we will be talking about noun with what? Marfu. Yeah, everyone remember marfu? Everyone remember noun can come in how many forms? 3 forms. What's the first one? Marfu. What's the second one? Mansub. What's the third one? Majroor. Okay, let's have our song again. Okay, dun 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 dun, dan 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 dan, din 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 din. When it is dun, it is marfu. Come on brothers, come on. Marfu. When it is done, it is mansub. When it is din, it is majroor. Okay, remember this song brothers. This is a big step towards learning Arabic language. Yesterday I met one of my students. Not learning Arabic from me, but learning Quran. And I asked, they said like they are learning Arabic language. I said good, mashallah. So what about the 3 forms of noun? All right, 3 forms of noun. Noun comes in 3 states: marfu, mansub, majroor. Did you understand that one? Kitabun, kitaban, kitabin. The person was not 100% sure. So brothers, this concept of dun dan din is very important, very important. All right, so alhamdulillah, Allah has given us the ability to understand why it is dun dan and din. Okay, so far we were talking about nouns. There were only marfu. Marfu means where it is in nominative case. All right, where our noun would have what? Dammatain. All right, but now we are finally come to chapter number 4, and in chapter number 4 we are going to talk about the state which is majroor. Okay, from marfu we have mansub, and they're going to majroor. One might say, oh, why aren't we doing mansub now? All right, for mansub we're not going to do mansub now. It will take some time. All right, because we need to be 100% with marfu, majroor, and then we'll come to mansub. All right, mansub comes way later. All right, way later. So Dr. Abdul Rahim, he talks about these things one by one. Take your time. Take your time. All right, when talking about marfu, it's grounded in your head. Mansub, grounded in your head. He'll talk about one topic at a time. All right. So now today in this lesson number 4, we are going to get introduced to preposition. Remember we said in Arabic words come in 3 forms. Number 1 is noun, which is isim. Number 2 is verb. What is that? Fi'lun. Alright, and what's the third one? Harfun. Okay, remember brothers, we got noun, we got verb, and we got particle. Alright, we got particle. So now finally, all this time we were talking about noun, and today we are finally coming onto the chapter of particles. Alright, so particles are basically words, right? By itself it does not make sense. Okay, but if you put it with another word, or if you put it in a sentence, or if you add it as a part of a sentence, it makes sense. Got it brothers? So now look at this, learning common. So this basically what I've done is I put some learning objectives for everyone. Alright, so these are the things that we want to achieve in this lesson. Alright, so number 1, we're going to look at some of the prepositions like fi, ala, min, yeah, ala. B, we're not going to take it now. But has anyone seen this in the Quran? We have seen this in the Quran, haven't we? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wal asr innal insana lafi khusr. We've seen that. Yeah? Yeah, we have seen Allah in the Quran. We've seen Ilah in the Quran. We've seen Min in the Quran. All right. So, my brothers, after you know this concept, it's going to make so much. It's going to help you so much with the Quran. Why, I will tell you in a bit. So that's what we're going to learn first. Then what we're going to do, we're going to identify the particles. Then we're going to try and put the particles in a sentence. Okay? And when we put in a sentence, something happens. And that's what we are going to find out. Okay? For example, fil bayti ala tawilati, on the table. All right? On the table. We learned the word maktabun, remember? So, but there is a difference we're going to, inshallah. So, after that, grammatical impact of prepositions. So, what happens if you put a preposition? What changes that you can, physical changes that you can see with your eyes? That's what we're going to be learning. Okay? And then, combining prepositions with nouns. One other important thing, brother, we're going to be learning in this lesson is pronoun. Okay? Pronoun. Okay? Correct? Pronoun. So it's quite a heavy chapter, but nothing to worry about or get stressed about. Oh my God, we're learning two things. We're learning particles, preposition, and at the same time we're learning pronouns. All right? But not to worry, brothers. I have, inshallah, put this in nice and beautiful order for you. All right? So inshallah, once we go through the lesson, we're going to tick it out to make sure that we have understood all of these concepts. Any questions so far? No? Okay. So just one other thing. Now we're going to put that as for homework. Okay. So now, let's go to the chapter. Okay. So what we're going to do the lesson. We're going to try and read the lesson, chapter number 4, and then we're going to go to the grammar analysis in a bit, inshallah. All right. So we got Ad-Darsur Rabi'. Okay. Lesson number 4. Okay. So now still we are, we got pictures. We got pictures here. All right. And from pictures, we are going to try and understand what the lesson is all about. Okay. So what have we got here? Who wants to read the first one? Al-Hammamu. Al-Hammamu. Does anybody know what's Al-Hammamu? Al-Hammam. No, it is a bathroom. Okay? Bathroom and toilets is separate, all right? Nowadays we got 2 in 1, right? But back in the days, if you remember in the olden days, both of them used to be separate, right? And what you call, still these days people make them separate, right? But for the purpose of this lesson, we're going to learn them as something separate. So where you take a shower. Okay? Al-Hammamu. Something very important, brothers, is letter Ha. Hammamu. Okay? And then, what's the other word? By the way, Huruf al-Shamsiyah, Huruf al-Qamariyah. Who can tell me? No. Qamariyah, Huruf al-Qamariyah. If it's Huruf al-Shamsiyah, you should see a Shadda first. Yeah, there is no Shadda. Okay? Are you pronouncing the Lam? You are pronouncing the Lam. Alright? If you're pronouncing the Lam, it's Huruf al-Qamariyah. Okay? If you're not pronouncing the Lam, Huruf al-Shamsiyah. Okay? If you want to write that down in a notebook, not a problem, go ahead. Okay, so on the left now, we got, anyone wants to read this word? Al-Ghurfa. Al-Ghurfa. Al-Ghurfa? 2. Okay, they haven't not given you the ending. Right? Have you noticed? Al-Ghurfa, they just left it. Because now, Sheikh wants you to have a little bit of, your own understanding. Alright? All this time you had support, you had the support, yeah. But now he's left it, now he will be a bit strong. So it is Al-Hamma Mu Al-Ghurfa 2. Correct? Alright? We know Al-Ghurfa 2. Ghurfa 2 is a room. Okay? Or in this case, Al-Hammamu the bathroom. Al-Ghurfa 2 the room. Okay. Al Ghurfa is the same word in Urdu? Urdu is Kamra, isn't it? Kamra. Yeah, Kamra. Okay. Now Ghurfa. Then what is in Bangla then? Room. We forgot in our own, innit? We say room. Room. Okay. What's the word in Bangla? Oh, I don't want to know. All right.
Using English now.
Yeah.
English room.
A room. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's the word. Yeah. So that's the thing. Okay. So now, brothers, we know al-hammamu, al-ghurfatu. Yeah. All these words we know them. Yeah. All right. But something else about this word ghurfatu. Remember, it is ending with what? Ta marbuta. Ta marbuta. Remember that one. Ta marbuta. Very important. Yeah. Something interesting coming up. Okay. So now we got al-baytu. Okay. Al-baytu. We know that one. Right? Al-baytu. But now we are bringing something here. What's that? Fi. Fi means in. Okay. Everyone make a note of this one, yeah? Fi. Okay? Fi. So now, fill by ti. What has happened to our Dhamma? It become Kasra. Okay, brothers? Now, all this time we were talking about Marfu. Now we are finally going into Majroor. Okay? Majroor. Okay? You know, this is kids' understanding, is that when Fi came here, they pushed the Dhamma out. It's like, go away. And so the poor Dhamma ended up being Kasra. Okay? If you have to remember it that way, you know, sometimes all these kids' stories does help. Okay? So al-baytu become fil baiti. Correct? Fil baiti. So what has, who changed the baytu to baiti? Fi changed it. Did I change it? Did you change it? No. Who changed it? Fi changed it. So this is rule number one, brothers. Any noun, yeah, if you want to change, or if you want a state to change from a, what you call, from a dhamma, okay, from a marfu state to a majroor state, something has to do it. Okay? You can't just write, oh, let me just do this. Is it okay? Bil baiti? No, al baiti? Al baitu. Well done. You see, automatically brother said al baitu. Yeah, that's what we've been learning so far. But now wait a minute. If you bring something in front of it, it will become fil by ti. Okay? Fil by ti. Okay? Okay? So al baitu was what, brothers? The house. The house. Okay? Now if you bring fi in front of it, then fi means in. So in the house. What is it? In the house. Okay? In the house. Okay? So we can make a nice sentence now. Let's make a nice sentence with the vocabulary we have. So let's try and make a sentence in English first. Okay, let's say Muhammad is in the house. Muhammadun fil bayti. Muhammadun fil bayti. Muhammad is in the house. Okay, let's make another slightly difficult sentence. Okay, give me a sentence in English, brother, from what we have learned so far. Okay, let's make a sentence. No, we need to put Allah then in that case. Okay, let's say the boy is in the room. Or so let's say the boy is in the masjid. Okay. Yeah, what are you saying? Al-waladu? Good. Al-waladu fil masjidi. Okay, fil masjidi. Okay, good, mashallah. Brothers, challenge yourself. All right, write sentences in English and say, I want to translate this in Arabic from based on what you know. Okay, let's move on to the side now. So we got al-baytu fil bayti. Likewise, al-maktabu ala al-maktabi. Al-maktabi. By the way, on the others, remember when I showed you the first slide, there was a different translation for the table, right? Yeah, what we found out is maktabun is a desk, all right, and the other word that we saw was a table, all right. Table is slightly longer than a desk. Okay, so this one is desk. You could al maktabu, you can understand as being a desk. Okay, so al maktabu al makta
B.
b. Why did it become b? Why did it become b, brother?
That is the on. That's why.
Yeah,
The preposition.
because something's come here. Something's come here. Yeah, what, brother? Why did it become maktabi? Why? Did you do it? Did you do it? Maktabi? Who made it then?
Ali.
Allah. 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 Not Ali. Not Ali. No, this is Allah. Okay, brothers? This is Allah, not Ali. Okay. Brother, I don't want to go Tajweed side now, but this is something you should know, okay? Okay, this word here, what is it? Allah. Allah. Okay? Yeah?
Allah.
Sorry, I didn't put the thing in here. It is not alaya. Okay, not alaya. Okay? So what happened to the sound of ya? What happened to the sound of ya? Okay? This is Tajweed lesson, brothers, but I will quickly explain to you on the side. So ya has basically got dots, right? Yeah? Ya has got dots, right? Now because you've taken out the dots of ya, you've taken them out, right? So now, because you've taken the dots out, right, of the ya, it has taken the sound of alif. It's taken the sound of alif. Okay? But now how would I know? Yeah, there are students who don't know Tajweed, they don't know Rula. How am I meant to read? I'm going to read Allah. Yeah, alaya. You know? So that's why they put a thing here, line here, alright, which is a short alif, to say, wait a minute, ya has lost his sound. It is alif now. It is alif now. Okay? So we say it as ala, ala. Got it? Can we do the same thing here? I'm going to write this on the board and everyone say, oh, I know this. Ilah. It's not ilaya. Did we know this word before, brothers? We know this word. We've read it so many times in the Quran. Alright? But it's not alaya or ilaya. It is ala ilah. Okay? Ilah. Okay? So remember this, brothers. Very important. Alright? Now coming back to our lesson. Okay? So we talked about, so this ala, everyone make a note of it. It is on. It is what? On. Okay? Alal maktabi, it means on the desk. Got it, brothers? It's got to, you know, if you're using fi and ala, it's got to make sense. Alright? Does it make sense if you said on the table? Does it make sense? On the table, it does.
Yeah.
In the house, it makes sense. Alright? Now, two other words that we're going to learn, inshallah. So, let's have a look at this one. Al-masjidu, right? If you put fi in front of it, fil masjidi, got it? It's becoming easy now, yeah? Fil masjidi, in the masjid. Okay? Alright? The next one is as-sari ru. Ala-sari ri. Okay? Ala-sari ri. Correct? And who made that into, what's the sariri, by the way? Bed. Good, mashallah. Vocabulary has to be top notch, brothers. Vocabulary has to be top notch. Okay? You know, some of the books of Arabic, right? They work so hard. You know, one of the books, you know, it's a very good book. You know, in that book, they're only focusing on vocabulary. Only focusing on vocabulary. Okay? Nouns, nouns, noun, 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 noun. Yeah, because if you think about it, if you don't have words, how are you going to construct sentences? Alright? So, with Medina Arabic Reader is like, yes, we are learning grammar stuff, but at the same time, your vocabulary that you have learned so far has to be up to a good standard. Okay? So, we got al-masjidu al-masjidi. Okay? Everyone's understood this so far, right? Alright. Now, before we go into the second part of the lesson, I want to tell you something else. We're going to have a look at the grammar in a bit more detail. Okay. So preposition, yeah, is called in Arabic harful jar. Harful jar. Okay. Harful jar is what we are learning. Jar. Something jar means, yeah, literal meaning particle of pulling. Okay. What does it mean? Harful jar. It is pulling down something. What is it pulling down, brothers? No, why is it
Pulling down
pulling?
the noun.
It's pulling down the thing. It's pulling the dhamma. Look. Look at that. Look at that. It was a dhamma here, eh? It's a dhamma. It's pulled it down to kasra. So it's known as the, you know, we call it the one who pulls down. Okay. Tu got pulled into T because of the preceding V. Okay, we're going to get the preceding V. But this V that we put here, this is our harful jar. Okay, this is our harful jar. It's pulled down a poor dhamma into a kasra. Okay, so it is pulling it down. Okay, so now examples of prepositions that become harful jar, yeah, is fi, ala, min, ila. Okay, these are the basic ones we are learning now. Okay, inshallah, as we go more deeper and deeper into the lessons, we're going to learn a bit more. Okay, there's a song, yeah, if you want to remember it. Fi ala min ila, in, on, from, to. Okay, easy way to remember, brothers. You know, so some of the students, mashallah, you know, we learned this song and they were doing their test and exam and they're like, oh, I forgot. Fi ala min ila, in, on, from, to. Okay, so remember this one as well.
Question, can I ask?
Yes.
You know the ila, that's in the ear, yeah, that is the two dot underneath there. But in the two. But
In ila?
Yeah. Why it is like
Ila.
ila?
Yeah, ila. Ila.
Yeah, but you know, under the ear, there's a two dot. But you told me before, like on the on, Allah, that two dot has been omitted because of the alif.
Yeah, I've taken it. Okay. So now, okay, in this case, they are expecting you to know this one. Okay, they're expecting you to know this one. You know, this is a tajweed rule. So if you see the ya like this, all right, you will not see the alif here. All right, and if you see the alif, then you will not see the dots. Correct? In this case, they are expecting you to know this one. So say for example, if you see it like this, then they will put a line here. Okay, to say that ya has lost its sound. All right, or likewise in the other case as well. All right, but if it's on its own like this, all right, then that means they're thinking that you know this rule already. Okay, so it is fi and it is ila. Got it? Okay. Okay, so but when you are going to be starting to write, yeah, you're not going to put any of this, no kasra, nothing. You just write fi like this. Okay, and you're going to just going to write the hamza. You're just going to write it like this. Okay, so al baitu becomes fil baiti. Okay, so remember, brothers, if your noun has to change, right, to a kasra, to a majroor state, he has to have a harful jar. Okay, harful what? Harful jar. Okay, now we're going to come to something very, very important in a second, brothers. Okay, so okay, look at this one. Harful jar, ism majroor. Okay, now this is something we have to understand. Okay, so if you got harful jar, ism become, our noun becomes majroor. Okay, got it on, brothers? Did everyone understand this bit? Harful jar, ism majroor. Okay, you got to remember this one, brothers. Okay, so because I brought in a harful jar, our ism became majroor. What was the state of ism before? It was marfu. But because I got harful jar, ism became majroor. Okay, so let's try and do so. Harful jar, you say the other bit? Ism majroor. Okay, so I'm going to be testing from lesson to lesson. I'm going to say harful jar. You have to give me the answer, brother. Okay, harful jar. Ism
majroor.
Good. Harful jar. Harful jar. Harful jar. Harful jar. Ism majroor. Harful jar. Ijum masur. Okay. Ismun majroorun. Okay. Or say jarun, or you can also call it jarun wa majrurun. Okay, correct. So what we need to understand what's happening basically, because you got a harf jar, our ism became majrur. Correct, brothers? Is this bit clear, brothers? If this bit is not clear, let me know, because this is a major chunk. Remember we said building block. This is a building, very important building block of our lesson that we are going to be learning. Okay, so look at this one. When a noun is preceded by a preposition, it is said to be in the genitive case. All right, so marfu is nominative case, mansub is what do you call accusative case, and majroor is genitive case. Okay, alhamdulillah, by the will of Allah, we have moved on from marfu to majroor. Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, now let's have a look. The house, we know al baytu, in the house, fil bayti, in the house. By the way, when you say al baytu, the house, okay, so you're referring to a specific house. All right, and when you say fil baiti, you're referring to something, a specific house. Okay, something is in the house, referring to a specific house. All right, likewise, a house by baitun, yeah, fi baitin. Don't forget that bit, brothers. Yeah, very important. All right, so in this case, now this is our tanween. Remember we said by tun. How do you make it into definite? Al by tu, right? But in this case it is by tun originally, but because again fi came, fi by tin. Yeah, this is tanween, this is our tanween, this is our indefinite, and this is definite. Okay, correct. So fil baiti is shubu jumla. It looks like a sentence, but it isn't a one. Okay, brothers, now this is another bit. I know it's a bit of a heavy dose today, but inshallah we ask Allah for help. All right, so now what is a jumla? What's a jumla? Sentence. We got this one, jumla. Yeah, we learned jumla. What are the two conditions for jumla? We need a what and a what?
Subject.
And predicate. Arabic word. What do we say in Arabic? Mubtada and khabar. Good, mashallah. Mubtada and khabar. These things, brothers, don't forget. For you to construct a sentence, you need two things. You need a mubtada and you need a khabar. And mubtada has to be marfu, khabar has to be marfu. All right. And the other thing is mubtada has to be definite and khabar has to be indefinite. This condition is very important, brothers. If you want to write it down somewhere in your house, in your wall or something, you want to write it, go ahead, brothers. No problem. I tell kids to do this, in their room next to their bed. This is really good because it helps you remember things. When I was in school, so my dad used to love maths so much, you see. So he used to write all these formulas, and put it on top in front of my table in my desk, and he used to tell me, look at it every day, look at it every day. And honestly, brothers, I used to look at it, and sometimes it used to stay in my mind, so sometimes visually it has a big effect. So if you want to write this down, or you want to put it in your room or something, as long as your wife doesn't have a problem in terms of decoration going bad, then go ahead, brother. But you remember, you're doing this for Allah. You want to learn the book of Allah. So however way you can benefit is good. So remember about these three conditions. But now, there is something, right, that looks like a sentence, but is not fulfilling the conditions of a sentence. Do you know what that is? Now, fil baiti, yeah, looks like a sentence, doesn't it? In the house, yeah, looks like a sentence, but is it fulfilling our condition? No. First of all, look, none of that is marfu. Fil baiti. It looks like a jumla. It looks like a sentence, but it is not a sentence. All right? It is a phrase. Shubu jumla. Okay? Yeah? It's deceiving. Yeah? What is it? Deceiving. It looks like a sentence, but it's not a sentence. It is a phrase. Okay? So in English, brothers, going back to English, right? How do we describe a sentence? A group of words that makes complete sense. All right? Got it? So, for example, group of words that make sense. So make a sentence in English. Uh, this is my pen. Okay, this is my pen. Alright, so group of words. Is it making complete sense? This is my pen, or this is a pen. Yeah, it is making complete sense. Alright, but if I say the pen, is it making sense? It's not making sense. Alright, it's not making sense. So a phrase is something, it looks like a sentence, but it is not a sentence. Alright, but it can be a part of sentence. So this phrase can be a part of sentence to help the sentence make sense. Got it, brothers? Yeah. So now if I was to pick this up, yeah, this bit, all right, and say the boy is in the house, would that make sense? Yeah, it will make sense. Okay, so phrase is something by itself, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, it can make some sense, yeah, but by itself it does not make complete sense. We are interested in complete sense, all right? So, but it does not make complete sense. It can't stand on its own as a sentence. But if you pick this bit up and put it as a part of another sentence, it can make sense. All right? Right? Al waladu fil bayti. Got it, everyone? Now, brothers, going on to those three conditions. Have you got a problem here? Al waladu fil bayti. Let's take a sentence. Let's say, I'm testing your minds today, brothers. All right, but once you know this, brothers, you're going to love it so much. All right? Okay? Let's take a sentence here. I don't want to talk about preposition here yet. Okay? So, let's make a sentence. Al-kitabu alal maktabi. Yeah? Al-kitabu alal maktabi. All right? Or let's make a sentence, brothers. Okay? Okay, try and understand the sentence. Just read it in your mind. Don't shout it out. Yeah. Okay. So what's the sentence here we got? Ar-rajulu fil bayti. Okay. Is this a complete sentence?
Yeah.
It's a complete sentence. But wait a minute. What was our rule? We said for you to make a sentence, right? We need a mubtada and a khabar, right? Both of them need to be marfu. One's going to be definite and one's going to be indefinite. But wait a minute. This is marfu, okay, understandable. This is not marfu. This will become majroor. Is that a problem? Sentence is making sense, but are those three structure of sentences not matching? Both of them have to be marfu. All right. So now, brothers, which part is mubtada? Rajul is mubtada. What about the rajul? He's in the house. So what is it? Khabar. Simple as that, khabar. But wait a minute, we said khabar has to be marfu, but khabar is not marfu in this case. So, very important to note, brothers, and make a note of this. So far we have learned one type of khabar, that mubtada is marfu, khabar is marfu. Alright? Now we're going to learn that khabar can also be majroor. Okay? And this is the first form of khabar being marfu. But something has to make it majroor. Okay? So now we got mubtada. Okay? So you can say mubtada, ar-rajulu mubtada. Okay? Fil bayti. Khabar jarun wa majrurun. Correct? Correct, brothers? So now,
like this is the same form.
okay, so what we have got in here, fil baiti, okay, okay. So now look at this one. Now if you look at the left hand side, all right, yeah, it is shubu jumla.
Somebody is words a lot of time. His left is there. And it's gone. Anyone find out?
No. Okay, we if you find inshallah, we'll let him know inshallah. Okay, so now if we look at this left hand side, brothers, it is what? Jumla or shubu jumla? Shubu jumla. Okay, shubu jumla. Okay, it looks like a sentence, but it's not a sentence, it's a phrase. Okay, but now if you come into the right side, ar-rajulu, what is it? It is nothing but
Phrase.
no, it's not. No, it's not a phrase. It's nothing. It's just a word. Just a word. It's just a ism. Okay, just a ism. All right. So we got ism here on one side, and then we got a shuba jumla here, right? Now, when you put the two together, ar-rajulu fil bayti, the man is in the house. Okay, got it? This one, brothers. Now together, is it a sentence? Is it a sentence now?
Yes.
It is a sentence. It's making full sense, complete sense. All right. So this is where a lot of the time people get confused, is because students get confused. Is that all this time you say that our khabar is marfu, yeah, it's got a dhamma, but then what's happening here? It's kasra, right? But is there nothing wrong with bait? Is al baitu, right? But something has made it majroor. Okay, brothers. This concept has to be very clear, brothers. If anybody has not understood, by the way, khabar is of 5 types. Oh, how many have we learned so far? 2. Yeah. So khabar can be marfu by itself, okay, as we have learned previously, and khabar can also be 2 words by having kasra. Okay, so we only learned 2. Don't worry about the 3 for now. When it comes, inshallah, I will explain it to you. All right. So that's our. Okay, so we understood this one. So what some of the terms you need to know, brothers, yeah, very important. Harfud jar, preposition. Okay, harfud jar, majroor, you need to know that bit, very important. All right, and as I said, harfud jar, come on, brothers, harfud jar, ism majroor, harfud jar, ism majroor. Okay, you know, I can't believe if somebody wakes you up in the night and says harfud jar, you answer to ism is a majroor. Is a majroor. Okay? So, inshallah, brothers, Arabic is fun. Arabic fun. You got to make it fun, inshallah, so that we can enjoy the best of it. Brothers, what I'm going to say, as soon as we get to 45, I want to close the chapter, because I don't want to make it overload. You know what we have learned today, inshallah. But let's build by little. Okay? Yes, go ahead.
There's the preposition in here. Or the preposition will become always it will become to the majrur.
Yes, good question.
You know you're talking about there's another exception. Another rule is the majrur, but the first rule should be the marfu, something like that. Only the subject, then is only the predicate.
Okay. Do you mean in terms of khabar?
Khabar,
Yeah. So khabar, mubtada is always marfu. Yeah. Khabar is always marfu. Okay. But something can change our khabar from marfu to any other stage, providing something comes in front of it. Correct? So this bit here is still khabar. Yeah. This bit here, fil baiti, is still khabar. Okay. But it's a different type of khabar. Okay. Yeah, because fee has come, that's why he's changed everything. All right.
Yes.
But that's why I'm saying is that don't be surprised if you see, oh, we said muftada is marfu, khabar is marfu, right? But what's happening here? The reason khabar has become kasra because an agent has come.
Because of the preposition.
Because of the preposition, yes. The preposition harfu jar has made our ism into.
That means that when there is no preposition, both sides could be like the margin.
Yes, good answer, good shot. So if, say, for example, brother is saying, if there is no harfu jar, what would happen to our thingy? Khabar. It will be by 2. It will be by 2. All right? Yeah, it will be by 2. Okay? Ar-rajulu, ar-rajulu, say, Can you make a sentence? Ar-rajulu ghaniyun. Yeah, the man is rich. The man is rich. Okay, ar-rajulu ghaniyun. By the way, something interesting has come up. All right, ar-rajulu ghaniyun. The man is rich. Right. And did you know this? The beginning bit, mubtada, is a noun. Right. And look at this one. So anything that follows, yeah, a preposition also got to be a noun. Correct? Yeah. So basically, you're describing the mubtada using another noun. Yeah. See. So previously we learned al rajulu ghaniyun, right? And then we said al waladu faqirun. It is talking something about the noun. Okay, using a adjective, for example. But in this case, we are describing a noun using a noun. Okay, okay. Arajulu fil baiti, the man is in the house. Okay, so what caused the our thingy to go into our isim to go into kasra state is because of this a harful jar. Okay, harful jar ism majroor. Okay, now, okay, brothers. So now I'm not going to go into the lesson. Yeah, because to understand the lesson, all right, we need to understand something called pronouns, damir, damirun munfasilun. And I think that's a chapter on its own. So we will save it for next week, inshallah. All right, brothers, I don't want to throw too many things at you. I'm giving you concepts, God giving you things. I want you to think about it. All right, think about it over the week. And next week, for example, we're going to take pronouns. All right. So now, for example, just have a glimpse of the sentence. Aina Muhammadun? Where is Muhammad? Huwa fil ghurfatihi. He is in the room. So what have we got here? Huwa. What is this huwa? Okay. So that's an explanation on its own. This week, only focus on harfu jar, ism, majrur. Now, but that was not strong enough. Harfu jar, ism majrur. Harfu jar, ism majrur. Okay, go practice this at home. All right, and think, because my ism majrur has come, it's changed my noun, my ism from dhamma to kasra. Good. Now, brothers, we're going to finish this lesson, but before that, I want you to do this bit. All right, go with you. Inshallah, I'm going to give this as the homework, okay, for you to reflect upon. All right. Last lesson, we did huruf al-shamsiyah and huruf al-qamariyah. Okay, and we had a long discussion. How do you know huruf al-shamsiyah, huruf al-qamariyah? By the way, you answered, brother. You asked a question last week. How did the letters get into these two groups? I put the answer in the group, right? But the simple answer to that question is all because of the makhraj of the letter. Makhraj of the letter. All right. Based on the makhraj of the letter, the letters have been classified onto huruf al-shamsiyah and huruf al-qamariyah. Okay. Now let's have a look. Surah Fatiha. I'm not going to go too much into discussion, but look what they have done here. They put a picture of Shams. Okay, and Qamar. Okay, and also they have done the Hamza. Okay, so it becomes easy for us. Okay, so examples from the Quran: huruf al-shamsiyah wal qamariyah, hamzatul wasl wa hamzatul qat. Okay, so everyone knows this surah, right? Anyone who doesn't know this surah? Yeah, if anyone doesn't know Surah Fatiha, then they can't pray. Okay, okay. So anyway, let's have a quick look at it, brothers. But I want you to take, once you go home, inshallah, take some time to reflect on this one. It's very important. So we got here in the beginning, Alhamdu. What type of Hamza is that one? Hamzatul Wasal. Do we have to pronounce this one? Yes, it's the first letter and the first letter in our verse. So we've got no choice. Okay, so how am I going to do? Okay, so look at this. They already put the fatha there. So this one's got kasra. Lam. We are pronouncing that. We are pronouncing the lam because we haven't got a choice. So alhamdu. Okay, alhamdu. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. What about in this case? We can skip it, right? Why can we skip it? Because it is in the middle. There is a word before. There is a word before, so we join. But so we have a choice here of joining here, but whereas we had no choice of joining here. Okay. Oh, by the way, over here as well, lillah. Okay. This huruf al-qamariyah, and then yeah. But as we said, Allah. The case of Allah is the spelling is slightly different from the normal rules. Okay. So alhamdulillahi rabbil Alameen. Okay, and then we got Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Okay, so again, what have we got here? Hamzatul Wasl starting with. We haven't got a choice. It's the beginning of the sentence. No way, can't do anything. Okay, but my one more question might be, okay, so Hamzatul Wasl has got no fatha kasra dhamma. What am I going to do? All right, so you're going to take the look at the next letter, which has got a fatha. So Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. But in this case, we got a choice here, right? We can join the two, yeah? So Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Because Ar-Rahim is not in the very beginning of a sentence, I can merge the two together. All right?
Ar-Rahman could be like Qamariya, isn't it? Like this something?
So Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. No, there is no Qamariya. There is no Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Ar-Ra is Shamsiya. Sorry. Look, this is Shamsiya, brother. Look,
Shamsiya,
Shamsiya. Okay? Hamzatul Wasl and Shamsiya. Okay? Okay. How do I understand which letter is Shamsiya? Brother, I'm going to give you an easy tip. Okay? Alright? By the way, over in the case of Allah as well, look, it's Shamsiya. Shamsiya, okay? Shams starts with a sheen, right? Sheen. Or whichever letter, for example, has got Shadda, you will automatically know that it is Shamsiya. Okay? Easy for you to understand. Okay? Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. So like these two are Shamsiyas, right? Look at this one, the Shadda there. So easily you know that it is Shamsiya. Okay? And these two are Hamzatul Wasl that you can go upon. Okay? So likewise, Maliki Yawmiddin. Maliki Yawmiddin. Hamzatul Wasl and Huruful Shamsiya. How did I know it's Shamsiya, brothers? Can you help me? Shadda. The Shadda told me. Okay? Let's quickly go through the surah, inshallah, and then we're going to finish. Okay? Alright? Maliki Yawmiddin. By the way, it's Maliki Yawmiddin. Okay? Iya. What was here? What type of Hamza is this one? Hamzatul Qat. Okay? Iya. Okay? Iya. Wait a minute. There's a Hamza here. There's a Shadda here. Has it got anything to do with what we're learning? No, it's got nothing to do. Now there's no question. Doesn't matter. This Yad got Shadda has nothing to do with Huruf Shamsiya or Huruf Qamariya because there is no Alif and Lam. Yeah? We're not bothered. Alright? This one you're going to read as normal. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'een. Correct? Just read one. There's no Alif and Lam, so there's nothing to worry about. Okay? In this case, Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Huruful? What's that one? Hamzatul Wasl. In this case, we have got no choice because it is the first letter. So we have to pronounce it. Okay? Why is it Ihdina? This is to do with tajweed. Okay? So if this one is, the next letter has got a kasra or a fatha, then the first letter will take a kasra. Is the next letter Dhamma, this one will take Dhamma. Okay? Can anyone give me an example of Dhamma? Udkhuluha bisalam. Dhalika yawmul khulud. That is Surah Qaf. Okay? So this is Ihdinas. I hear people saying Ihdinas. No. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. The same rule again, Shamsiya. Finally we got a Qamariya. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Okay? Now we pronounce the lam. Yeah? That's why it is mustaqim. Okay? Sirata al-ladhina and ladhina, again Hamzatul Wasl. An'amta alayhim. By the way, brothers, An'amta. Look, this is Hamzatul Wasl. Okay? And just on a side note, An is 1 second stop. Am is 1 second. An'amta. Okay? Alayhim. غير المغضوب عليهم. Again, Qamariya, Hamzatul Wasl. Okay? مغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Brother, can anyone explain what's happening here? Why am I not pronouncing this alif? Because of Hamzatul Wasl. Alright? It's not in the beginning of a sentence. That's why I can skip that one and I got it. وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ Shamsiya. So I'm skipping alif and lam. Yeah? And our dad has got a what do you call, shadda there. Okay, which makes it easy for me to understand. So brothers, I want you to spend some time with this one. Humble request. All right. Look, there is huruful hamzatul qat, hamzatul wasal, luna letter, solar letter, huruful qamariya, huruful shamsiya. Take some time to read this one. And this surah is very important, brothers. If you make mistake reading Surah Al-Fatiha, your scholars say your salah is invalid. Okay? So now that, alhamdulillah, with the help of Allah, we've understood the exact, the writing, what happens, so spend some time with this one, inshallah. And inshallah, we are going to, in the next lesson, move on to the rest of the chapter to once we have understood preposition. So any questions, brother?
Just one small question.
Yes, go ahead.
We go back to the,
Which one, brother?
where we did. You see the middle. Al-Mustaqim. So the scene is huruf al-shamsiyya, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But you said that's why I've got a little bit confused there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got the Qamariya sign. So I just
okay. So in this case, Siratal Mustaqim. Okay. So this scene, okay, we're not concerned about that scene now.
Okay.
Because before scene, what letters come? Yeah? Siratal Mustaqim. There's meme here. Okay, there's a meme here. But we are falling onto lam. Okay? Siratal. Tal. Yeah? We can't do sirata al, can we? Alright? So lam, in this case, because we are falling onto lam, this is hamzatul wasl. Can we skip this one? Can we skip this hamzatul wasl?
Yeah.
We can, because what? Remember, it's not in the beginning of a sentence. So now, because we are skipping, that's why our only option now is to fall onto al-mustaqim. Okay? Al-mustaqim.
I see the meme, so that's why it's Qamariya.
Yeah.
Yeah, meme is Qamariya. Yes.
Meme is Qamariya, yes. Right? So meme is Qamariya, that's why we are pronouncing the lam. Now, for example, if meme was Shamsiya, how would you know? Shadda. A shadda would immediately tell you. Okay? Like for example, in this case, rice Qamariya Shamsiya. Rock? Shamsiya. Yeah, how did you know? Shadda. Straight away the Shadda will tell you that is Shamsi.
But using the, from your note, it's got the letters. It says, for example, Tasa, Daza, Ra, Sin, Shin. It highlights those are the Shamsiya letters. And then it gives you, but I know what you're saying is Shadda, that's how we identify whether it's a.
Yeah, if you know them, there is no difference from the list that I've given you and what we are seeing in Surah Fatiha, right? Is there a difference?
No.
There's no difference. There wouldn't be a difference, yeah? But what I'm saying, say for example, you didn't know Huruf al-Shamsiyya, Huruf al-Qabariyya. As a layman, what do? For me to identify my way of Shamsiyya is to look into Shadda. As long as I know if the letters got Shadda, that's my Shamsiyya done. Okay? But don't confuse this every time you see Shadda. Don't confuse yourself. Alright? This only applies when you go Alif and Lam. Okay, if there's no Alif and Lam, if it's just Shadda coming by itself, then it doesn't apply. Look, in this case, for example, it's no Alif and Lam, so there's nothing to do with thingy, Huruf al-Shamsiyya or Qamariya. Only when Huruf al-Shamsiyya and Qamariya comes, then we are concerned. Sorry, when Alif and Lam comes, then we are concerned. Alright, if it's Huruf al-Shamsiyya or Huruf al-Qamariya. Okay, but that's a good question. Sometimes, brothers, if you have a question, please ask. Alright? Just because I'm standing here and giving you a lesson doesn't mean I know all of it. Alright? Sometimes people have learned, teachers have learned through questions that come from the students. Okay? So inshallah, there's not a problem. I'm not saying I know all of it, but there's a good example that we explain ourselves. Okay, any other question? Yes.
Sorry again.
No problem. Go ahead.
Could you please explain again with Shadda, Iyaka, why it's not Shamsi? Why doesn't it class as
Huruf al-Shamsiyya? Okay, good. Alright, so now what we said in the last lesson, I think, brother, you're not here. So we said that if you have a noun, for example, right, kitabun, right? And if you want to change it to from indefinite to definite, it become al kitabu, al kitabu. Okay, so some of the letters. So now when it comes to making something from indefinite to definite, all right, then it will become, for example, al kitabu. Okay, so al kitabu, for example, okay, so for example, this word here, al kitabu, al kitabu, right? Now I have changed from kitabun to al kitabu. So what is this alif got? This alif has got what? Huruful, sorry, hamzatul wasl. Okay, so that's why al kitabu. Now al kitabu. Now what is this word here? Kaf. Huruf shamsiyah, huruf qamariyah. 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 Okay, so that's why we know automatically that it is al. So I'm pronouncing the which letter? The lam. The lam. I'm saying al kitabu. All right, but for example, if I got the word, let's take another word on a fresh page. What's this word? Najmun, yeah. Now I'm going to try and make it into indefinite. What has happened to it? An najmu, what did I put on top of the noon? Shadda. Correct? Shadda. So now, this is all has happened because what? And I've skipped these two letters, brothers. Yeah, notice? Yeah, an najmu. An najmu. Sorry, I skipped the lam. I didn't pronounce the lam. I went here. Yeah, that is in case of it was al yeah al kitabu. I pronounced both of them. Remember? Al kitabu. Correct? Al kitabu. Correct? So now what's happened in this case, yeah, is all to do with the lam. It all to do with the pronunciation of lam. Because kitabun, kitabun, no. Okay. Nobody corrected me. Kitabun. This is serious mistake, brothers, okay? Even if I make it, correct me. Alright? So we got kitabun. And I tried to change it into definite. Al-kitabu. Al-kitabu. But I pronounced this one. I pronounced the lam. Because our which letter? Our kaf is a huruful qamariya. So if it is a huruful qamariya, you pronounce the lam. Okay? But when it's a huruful shamsiya, as in the case of najmun, yeah, an najmu, I skip the lam. I skip the pronunciation of lam. Alright? Got it, brothers? So, but now, what happened in this case? In this case of iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, there is no alif and lam. Yeah, there is no iyaka. It is nothing to do with definite and indefinite noun. Right? Okay, it is a word on its own. Okay, iyaka, to you. Yeah, this is saying iyaka nabudu, to you we worship. Wa iyaka nasta'in, and to you we ask for help. So if you look at this one, in this case, for example, see wherever huruf shamsiyah come, there has to be an alif. Yeah, alif and lam. Okay. Let's have a look at this one. Is there alif and lam? Yeah? Is there alif and lam here? Alif and lam here? Yeah? Alif and lam here? Yeah? All of these cases you see, look at this one. Alif and lam? Yeah? Alif and lam? Alif and lam? Alif and lam? Correct? But this case, iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, has got nothing to do with alif and lam. There is no alif and lam. Okay? That's the reason there is no huruf al-shamsiyah, huruf al-qamariyah involved. Okay, brother? No problem, no problem. Any other question? Okay.
So iyaka is maybe like not noun.
To you. Iyaka is, okay, to you. Na'budu, to you we worship. Okay? Wa iyaka nasta'in, and to you we ask for help. Okay? Okay? So iyaka, this ka here is referring to you, all right? To you, to referring to Allah. To you we worship, yeah, and iyaka, and to you we ask for help, all right? Subhanallah, if you can, if you do the tafsir of this one, yeah. So for now, brothers, don't worry about this one. Huruf al-shamsiyah, huruf al-qamariyah, you always have to have the alif and lam. Okay, and I think, brother, you missed out the last. I'm going to say this one: how to identify. We scholars have come up with a very, very interesting rule. Say, okay, how would I know huruf al-shamsiyah, huruf al-qamariyah? Now, think about the stars. Has everyone seen stars? Stars, right? So, when it is huruf al-shamsiyah, when the sun is out, can you see the star?
No.
We can't see the star. Okay, so that means we will not pronounce the lam. Lam is the stars. Okay,
Yes.
when the sun is out,
Good.
can we see the stars?
Good explanation.
No, we can't.
Very
Okay,
interesting.
okay. Alhamdulillah, subhanallah, it made it so easy. Now, when the moon is out, can we see the stars?
Yes.
We can see the stars. So we're going to pronounce the lam. Yeah. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. You know, scholars, brothers, you know, this Islam that we got, all these things we are learning, this is all ready-made given to us. We, you know, I know we're on the hard time and this, but we're living in a blessed age. Imagine you and me had to do all this investigation and leave it for the generations to come. Yeah? Subhanallah. This has all been made and kept for us. Inshallah, we're going to finish the ayah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. May Allah accept it all from us. And inshallah, we see you all in the next lesson. Wa khudana alhamdulillah bil alameen.